So guys, Kell Brook, it looks like he's going to withdraw from the Joshua undercard. You know, Kell Brook, like I said, is looking for the big fights now. It's good that he's looking for the big fights, but is he looking for the big fights for the right reason, or is he just looking for that big payday? I think he is. I think he's looking for the big paydays. I think Kell Brook is also a fighter that's probably past his sell-by date. I don't think he can beat any of the elite guys. I'm being honest with you. You know, I've seen some YouTubers make videos and say Kell Brook is still very good. Kell Brook's still able to, you know, beat the top guys. I don't think so. I've seen Kell Brook's last performance look terrible, look completely shot to bits. And I think he gets beat by most top fighters right now. I think every top welterweight beats him. I think Danny Garcia beats him. I believe Keith Thurman beats him. I believe Sean Porter now would beat him. Errol Spence and Crawford smoke him. Yeah, and I honestly don't think that. And I think you can tell by Kell Brook's actions, he's not very confident himself. He wants to jump in there with guys like Crawford and the top boys, but he was offered a fight with Jesse Vargas, and I know Vargas wanted that fight. Kell Brook wasn't interested. Why? Because Kell Brook knows that a fight with Jesse Vargas would be very risky right now in this stage of his career, because Kell Brook's looking for the big paydays, and Vargas ain't that big payday. Vargas could beat Kell Brook and put a spanner in the works. So I totally understand Kell Brook's decision making here. You know, he doesn't want to fight a guy like Vargas, who's a tough fighter, who's not elite level, but he's world level. And Kell Brook showed in his last fight that Zarafa geezer was giving him a lot of trouble. So what's someone like Vargas, whose levels above that guy, gonna do to Kell Brook? So I understand Kell Brook's decision making. You know, he wants to jump in there with the best and make a huge payday. You can't blame him. But I do think that he gets beat by not even the best in the welterweight division, but like guys below the best. Like I'm talking Porter, Garcia. I think those guys beat him now. You know, yeah, he did beat Porter, but that was a different Kell Brook. This now Kell Brook is a completely different Kell Brook. Kell Brook's taken 2 vicious beatings of Golovkin and Spence, which in my opinion have ruined him as a fighter. I believe that fight that he took against Golovkin was a fight that he shouldn't have taken. And a fight, in my opinion, that's potentially ruined his career. You don't take a fight against Golovkin, a middleweight. You know, it's a dangerous fight. It's a health hazard. And that's what's happened. He ended up damaging his eye socket. And Kell Brook has never been the same fighter ever since. He's never been the same fighter. He's been damaged good ever since. And now he's withdrawing from Joshua undercards. And people have given him stick. People have said, why is he withdrawing from Joshua's undercard? It's because he doesn't want to take the risk fighting somebody with a that's decent, and he gets beat and his career's over. He'd rather jump into a huge mega fight or a big fight, you know, with Spence or Crawford, make some money and fight one of the top guys and get beat, because he will get beat. Against Crawford or Spence. He's not winning against either of the guys. I don't even think he beats Garcia. I don't even think he beats Porter. I don't think he beats Thurman. I don't think he beats Pacquiao. So I understand what Kell Brook's doing. He wants to jump in with the big guns, because he knows that, you know, if he takes a guy that's middle level, he could potentially lose, because Kell Brook, like I said, from his last performance, looks like a completely shot fighter. So it's going to be very, very difficult for Kell Brook to come back to the top. And Kell Brook wanted to fight all the top guns at 154. But I knew he was never going to fight those guys. Those guys are killers. You know, he'd get ruined if he was to fight those guys, you know. So I knew Kell Brook wouldn't jump in there with those fighters, because they were too much for him. And I was right. He was never going to fight any of those 154 pounders. He's going to come back to 147. And I think he's probably eyeing a fight against Crawford, and that's not a very good fight for him stylistically. I think Crawford picks him apart and knocks him out. I think he'd go more rounds than what Khan did, but I still think that he'll get picked apart. Look at his last performance; it was terrible, and I just don't think he has enough in the arsenal to beat someone like Crawford. I think Crawford would, even in Kell Brook's heyday, would batter him, you know, because like I said, I think Crawford's on another level. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts, guys. What do you make of Kell Brook's decision making? Do you think he's right to wait and just go into a big fight and hope for the best? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.